into the halftime down by 2. And the Bulls have had 2 separate double-digit leads so far in this game, and the Pelicans keep battling back. The thing that makes this so concerning so far, honestly, just as a Bulls fan, is that Zion, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum have combined to go 2 of 12. So the fact that the Pelicans are up at the half with Zion, Ingram, and CJ McCollum being 2 for 12 is a bit concerning for what that means if they can get going against the Chicago Bulls. Now, what I will say that, right? I had to preface that. I had to start off with saying that because it is something that we have to acknowledge. Again, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum are combined 2 of 12. And the Pelicans are up by 2 on the Chicago Bulls. So I'm sure they're going into halftime with a lot of confidence. Valanciunas with 13 points. He's their leading scorer so far. They've gotten big contributions off the bench already. I think they have over 30 points off the bench already. So that is some concern for the Chicago Bulls. Now, let's go into what's worked well for the Chicago Bulls. Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan have combined for 29 points, and they are combined 12 of 21 from the field, so that's pretty solid there. Patrick Williams has played really good defense in his time. He's only hit 1 shot. He has 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2 blocks, but he's played really good defense. And I said this was going to be a game in which Patrick Williams may not score offensively much, but he has to be locked in defensively. The defense that he's played on Zion and his time on Herb Jones has been really good. Has Patrick Williams' defense been? Vooch is 3 for 5 in this game. He has 5 rebounds, 1 assist already in this game with 6 points. And then Ayo Dosunmu is only 1 for 2. He has 5 points in this game. So we need either Ayo, Patrick Williams to kick up the intensity scoring-wise, but they're both doing really good defensively on their matchups. When you look at CJ McCollum, not scoring at all yet. Zion only being 1 for 2 so far. And that 1 for 2, somebody may say who's not watching the game, for my box score watchers, Zion has only taken 2 shots because Patrick Williams has been in his ass at every level. Every time Zion gets the ball, Patrick Williams is there, and he's forced Zion to pass out of whatever they're trying to do. So that's why Zion is only taking 2 shots. But the Bulls bench so far, we only have 7 points off the bench. So that's another thing that bodes well for the Chicago Bulls team. Andre Drummond's only played 5 minutes. Didn't look too good. He kind of looked out of sync, but he got 2 rebounds in that time. Dragic is 2 for 5, and then you have Derrick Jones Jr., who's 1 for 2. No other scoring from the bench at all, so we can have that kick in for the Chicago Bulls as well. This is going to be one of those games when whoever gets hot, if somebody steps in and assists Zach and DeMar, we can really blow this game up. Like I said, having 2 separate 10-point leads at one point in this game so far have the Chicago Bulls. But again, a lot of positivity for the Bulls, but also some causes for concern being down by 2 at the half with Zion and CJ McCollum not scoring very much at all. But let's go ahead and get into some of the comments before we have to end the stream because halftime goes by quickly. Shay, we need to stop. I don't know what that is. Somebody like Patrick Williams, whoever needs to step up. Well, again, Patrick Williams is playing really, really good defense. Vooch got to get out of his head and play better. He hasn't taken a lot of shots yet, but he's been having a nice defensive matchup too. As far as like Valanciunas, he has to guard Valanciunas hard. He's their leading scorer so far. Drummond doesn't look the best. Not that I expect him to. He just looks out of sync. Yep, and he was out of sync to kind of start the season or preseason as well. So it may take him a couple of games to really get back fully in sync for real. Shay, I got to put some respect on Patrick Williams' name when it comes to defense that he's been playing on Zion. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wonder why they're not looking to get people more involved offensively. Well, don't facepalm that. It's because of how good he's playing defensively. Like, not everybody is equipped to be the defensive leader and have a huge volume on offense. Patrick Williams is expounding a lot of energy guarding Zion Williamson in this game, and he's done a really awesome job at it. And it's not because Zion hasn't played very many minutes. Zion's played 12 minutes in this game. Patrick Williams has played 16, but he's played great defense so far. Great defense. Can these role players please start shooting on these kick-out passes? Yeah, they need to. I agree with that. Alex Larrea says, give Drummond 3 games and he'll be back to normal. Agree with that. 100% agree with it. That's why I'm not beating him up for it. I'm not. When you miss half the season so far, which he has had 12 games, he's missed 6 of them. It's going to take a minute to get your rhythm back. PB and Patch look good, but that scoring drought is killing us. Also, we need our bench to pick it up, and also paint defense needs to get better. Also, all these alsos, bro. We going back to sitting around when DeMar gets the ball. Yeah, we didn't start off the game that way. P-Will and IO locked in on defense. I've never seen CJ go scoreless in a half, but best believe they coming out firing on all cylinders. Listen, trying. We can't be getting killed by their center while keeping their stars in check. Well, the good thing is, right, is that even if that's the case, let's say that this holds true. Let's say Valanciunas is on his way for a 40-point game. I can tell you right now, the Bulls still probably win that game. So we'll see. We got MJG23 says, I saw a mid-Bulls fan say Patrick Will back to being a bum doing that. See, that's how you know when people do not watch the actual game. As a matter of fact, who said that? Is it on Twitter? Because I'll blow that motherfucker up. Because that's stupid. We can't even stop Hernan Gomez in the paint. Well, I think it's because we're trying to stop everything else out on the perimeter. But, I mean, like I said, if Valanciunas and Hernan Gomez are the ones that go off and the Bulls still win that game, the Bulls did what they're supposed to do. They did what they're supposed to do, but we have to win, right? I noticed that we haven't really passed it to Vooch in the post like the Pels do to Valanciunas or Hernan Gomez. You're right on that. You're right on that. Yulia in the building says, hi, everyone. Loving this game. DeRozan and Levine with the dunks. Nasty dunks. I posted them in shorts, too. Brendan Eljet, I get that, Haize, but P1 and IO got to attack Zion and CJ on the offensive end. They need to expend some energy, too. Yeah, I can see what you're coming at with that. The way that I look at it is this. If you own your matchup defensively, I can forgive if you're not as versatile on the offensive end. That's just the way I look at it. But it has to come. I agree, but it has to come in and win. And hopefully they make some adjustments to what they're doing in the second half, and I think that'll do really well. What's up with Vooch flipping off the refs? Hey, the fact that he got away with that is bananas. He honestly should have been ejected for that. He honestly should have been ejected. Alvarado looks like a Dipset mentor. I'm done, Adrian. That's crazy, bro. Oh, also, just an update. I said that if we got to 9,200 by the halftime hangout, I would do a giveaway of a t-shirt. You guys came in 5 short. 5 short. So I will say this, though. I will extend it. If we get 5 subscribers in the next 2.5 minutes, so by the time we hit the 10-minute mark of this stream, I will go ahead and do the giveaway. But we got to hit 5 more subscribers to get to 9,200. David Healy says, I could be wrong, but I feel Vooch could cut harder to the rim on pick and rolls. Yeah, he could. Yeah, Vooch seems like, and I haven't, like, this is not all this season. I know some people are going to go back, oh, he was doing this. Like, he's been playing really good this season. But he seems gassed to me this game, which is surprising considering they had a day of rest. But just looking at the way Vooch is moving out there, he seems gassed a little bit to me. And that's not an excuse, right? I'm not saying that that's an excuse for what we're seeing. I'm just saying that that's something that I'm noticing. Dreams are a reality in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Glad to have you here. Haven't seen you around a live stream in a minute. Jay the Barber TV says, what's going on, broski? What's up, fam? We got Brandon L. Jet with the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel, my brother. I need the link to the CBC merch. I want to buy some merch straight up. Well, I actually, and this is my fault, I got to get it. I'm going to get it linked in the actual. So you have to email me. Right now, everything's going through the email. I don't have like links set up to where you guys can order it yourself. I know. I've dropped the ball in there. I got CBC merch. Well, they're both CBC. I got Bull Central merch, Bear Central merch. We got NBA Central tees coming out as well, and Chicago Sports Central sweaters coming out also. So we got all of that coming. I bet Pat get higher than 5 rebounds and he only has 1. Well, wait to see how it comes along. We'll wait and see. You mentioned something like Stacey King just did in this game about Jackson Haize. Stacey says that they should play him more. I don't know how much. I don't know much about him. What do you think if we had him? Well, I would say this. Jackson Haize is still a very young, raw player. Still very young and raw. But as a prospect, I wouldn't necessarily bet on him right now in big games. But I'll tell you this: if we had Jackson Haize, for example, instead of Marko Simonovic, Jackson Haize would definitely be getting some minutes on this team. Definitely. Vooch seems like he's taking this, and I took that personally. Him and Valanciunas have been going at it for years, so that doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me. All right, we're at the 10-minute mark. We'll go check the subs. We are at 9,199. You guys fell one sub short of the giveaway. One sub short. My boy, get your Shopify up. I know, I know I've been dropping the ball. Like I said, it's nothing but my fault, and I realize that it's my fault. The Zoomer says, hey, guys, I'm a new sub. What do I win? Well, unfortunately, we didn't hit the mark, so you don't win anything. But we are on the way and on the path to our 10,000 sub mark. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I will be doing a major, major giveaway. So if you can get to the city of Chicago for a game, I'm going to be buying a ticket to a game for somebody once we hit 10,000 subscribers. Or if you're not able, we'll buy comparable merch for you for the value of the ticket. Or you can choose between the two. Is it me or are the Bulls very active defensively inside the three-point? They're active. They're getting active out there. They're definitely getting active out there. Carl Reynolds with a great point. Very winnable game with the Pelicans' three best players struggling. Bulls have to seize the opportunity. Well, one could also, and I agree with you, right? But I got to always play devil's advocate because one could say that the fact that the Bulls are down by 2 at the half without those 3 players going off, it doesn't look good for the Bulls if any one of those players get hot. But like I said, we'll see. Every game has its own story. We're a little sleep on Io's defense. No, we're not sleep on it. The fact that CJ McCollum is scoreless, it has not hit a single bucket, is bananas, bro. And the fact that shows also how good defense they're playing on him because he's taken 7 shots, right? It's not Zion's only taken 2 shots. And I already said Zion's only taken 2 shots specifically because Patrick Williams' defense on him has been amazing. But CJ McCollum has taken 7 shots and got to the free throw line once and couldn't make anything. He's 0 for 4 from three-point range. The Bulls are playing good defense on CJ McCollum right now. Io is playing good defense on CJ McCollum right now. Vincent Harris, it feels like we were twice. We built the lead up to double digits twice, and both times the Pelicans responded big time, which is crazy. Didn't know we're not number 1. We are number 10 in defense as of right now. We're not the number 1 defensive team in the league. Give me 1 second. Let me go back and look for sure because I checked it this morning on the pregame. So as of right now, the Bulls are the 10th ranked defense in the NBA. And we have the 11th best point differential in the NBA as well, which is surprising because last year, even though we won a lot of games, we had a terrible point differential. Io is the future defensive player of the year. Hey, I would not mind that at all. Haize, we should have an offense like Pelicans that allow for 4 players to kill you if hot, even when you shut down 1 through 3, more come back and attack. Well, that's every team, and we have had that. When you look at how our benches performed this season, we've definitely had that. Who are the top 5 teams defensively right now? The Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, no. I'm looking at differential again. All right. As far as defensive metrics, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Phoenix Suns, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Toronto Raptors, and the Philadelphia 76ers are the top 5 teams defensively in the NBA. What's the free throw difference in the first half? Let's take a look at that. Let's go back. The game's getting ready to come on, so we're about to shut down, but I want to give you the stat. So the Pelicans have shot 14 free throws. The Bulls have gotten 7. That's half. But all right, the game's starting back. I'll be back here for the post-game show. Make sure you guys are tuned in for that. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. We're close to 9,200 subscribers on the way to 10,000. The game's on. Peace, y'all. Love you.